Good morning and welcome to Tuesday. So, today again, I'm not in work, it's more holiday time for me. So, I'm actually going out with my parents today to Boundary Mill, get my teeth in, which I've never been to before. So, apparently it's a huge like retail outlet sort of place. Really can't tell you much about it. I've looked it up and I'm still not really sure. But I said I'd go, so we'll see what's there. There is an electronics department, so hopefully I'll be able to look at some cameras. Maybe even get some replacements to these. I proposed myself pancakes for breakfast. There's the pancakes. Apparently there's 128 calories in each one, so I've only got two. And of course, blackcurrant juice. So yeah, this is me still trying to be good and still doing well from what I can tell. Still stoked about Sunday's results and even more stoked about the health check results as well, because that's really worked out well, so I'm quite happy with that. If you didn't watch the video yesterday, go back and take a look at the health check results if you want to. If you're not so interested, don't worry about it. They were just good news is what I can tell you. And I get to do it all again in 12 weeks. So yeah, I'm not sure what videos I'm going to do today at this point, because as I say, I'm not really doing too much around my family on this one. I'm keeping this just me as much as possible, but I'll see if I can do some clips around Boundary Mill. If not, then I guess you'll see me back here in a bit. Okay, so I'm back home now. We've been to Boundary Mill, as we said. To be honest, I wasn't that impressed with the place. The maps that were showing on their website showed an electronics department in the, as you walk in, upstairs, far left area, which actually turned out to be rugs. So I was peeved, disappointed, annoyed. There wasn't an electronics department at all. I was going to go look at cameras among other things. But that's the way it goes, so that's what I have to deal with. So no camera today for now. So you still got to put it with me on my iPhone. It's not that bad, is it? So the reason I'm pointing this way is the lighting from my computer's camera was appalling when I just looked then. I think because it's just far too bright outside. So I'm back on the iPhone camera for the time being. The good thing about the trip out was I had my dinner out paid for. The bad thing of that is what I actually had. So let's use the monitor. Let's cover that up. Now we can do better than that. There we go. Let's cover that up with the plate of sausage, chips and gravy. There was also some bread and butter with that. 2 slices of bread and butter. And we also had a pudding, which was a jam sponge with ice cream. That's it for this week. No more takeaways, no more dinners out or anything like that. Not even if I achieve a target on Sunday. But hey, it was a day out, or it was a morning out, I should say. The other disappointing thing is the fact that, sorry, gosh, excuse me, because I've got to move my watch around here. There we go. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see that or not. The screen's not that great at the minute. 3,298 steps, which means I've still got 6,702 steps to do today. That's going to be one hell of a walk a little bit later. And what time are we on? We're on 4 o'clock in the afternoon now. So I better get walking. Also, because of the big dinner, I'm going to have a little tea. It's going to be a butty of some sort. But as I say, I'll work it out when I get there. Probably use the last of the sausages because they're due to go off pretty soon. It doesn't take long for them to go off. So that's the rest of the day's plan. Probably the next update will be quite late on tonight because I don't think there's much else to say today. It's a pretty boring day, I'm afraid. Nothing like the health check we had yesterday. By the way, I'm still buzzing from that health check. That was amazing. Absolutely incredible result. And I've shown it to my parents while they were there. They don't know about these videos yet, although they do know I'm looking at getting a camera. They don't know why. I'm sure they'll be questioning me all sorts soon. But yeah, so that's that for now. Speak to you shortly. So there's my tea. It's as promised, nice little sausage butty with some barbecue sauce on it. Got a drink with me as well, a Coke. And yeah, I'm going to sit here, just eat this, and then I'm going to go for a nice long walk. It looks like it might be dry outside. Yeah, it's dry outside. So yeah, we're going to go for a nice long walk after this. Okay, guys, so I've come back from a nice long walk. I've extended my 3-mile walk to about 3.5 miles, maybe 4 miles. But it's put my steps up to 12,500 at about 20 past 11 at night. So it's not going to go too much higher now. I've already hit all the goals I needed to hit today, which is a good thing, especially considering what I've eaten today. It's not been a good eating day, I don't think, today. But normal service resumed tomorrow in terms of food. So butties for dinner, proper tea, cooked properly, not just something bought out. It's reasonable to have exceptions every now and then, and the important thing is I only had the exceptions on the food. I didn't have exceptions on the exercise bit. If I'd not done both right, then that would have been really bad, and well, basically could have put me back a week, which we don't want. So I had to make sure if food goes wrong, the exercise has to be in place. So that's why I went for that really long walk this evening. Well, hopefully I've not done myself too much damage, and as I say, it's at the beginning of the week, so towards the end of the week things will, well, basically normal service will be resumed. So that's food and drink. That's food and drink and exercise. That's what you've seen mostly up to now. Now, slightly earlier today, I filmed a little something about an old hobby of mine, something I've not actually done for a long time. Well, rather than tell you about it, I'm just going to let you watch the video. But just before we go into that, I'll give you the step count at this point rather than at the very end. There isn't any outtakes today. I've been really good apparently, so you won't see the outtakes at the end. It's normal. And then straight after the step count, you're going to go into my hobby. So I'm just saying now, thanks very much for watching today, guys. Like if you like what I'm doing, subscribe, usual stuff basically. Be nice to me. And I will speak to you tomorrow. Want to see something cool? Bit of history. This here is my Yamaha HS8 electron organ. I got it, probably when I was 13, maybe. I learnt to play the organ from the age of 6 to the age of 16. Actually, I'm 31. That's now actually half a lifetime ago, which is incredible. I've just been trying to play this, and I need to get the coordination back, but I can get a tune out of it at least, which is impressive. I'm just going to switch it on. So eventually all these will light up. There we go. Now, I've just taken it apart a little bit to see if I can get these things to work, but unfortunately you can't even get close to the buttons. Basically, when you press the button, the corresponding light, let me just show you one of the lights on, that light there should change. Unfortunately, I think mostly due to lack of use, but maybe other reasons as well, these buttons have completely stopped working. And I've gone into it. You can actually take out 4 screws underneath, which will make it open up like a car bonnet. But unfortunately, where these are is completely inaccessible, which is frustrating to say the least. But unfortunately, I have to deal with that now. So anything I play now, I can't use any of these optional voice menus, so I have to stick to what's available here. So Let's just quickly show you. This is lower ensemble, upper ensemble. So what's on the upper? So if let's select AWM presets, that should give a piano sound. Let's have the volume up. The volume is up. Okay. Speaker's played up now. This is good. Let's try that. Just gonna cut while I try and fix that speed. There we go, you got some sound there. So AWM preset actually gives the most realistic sounds out of this thing, but it's very limited. So it's this red set here. Let me get a torch so that you can see that. There you go. So I can get okay. It's not blinking, by the way. That's actually just because it's LEDs on a camera. I wondered then. That's got piano, strings even, pipe organ, and brass. That is literally all you got on AWM preset. You've also got lead voices, which is flute, oboe, trumpet, and trombone. Combination voices I never understood, and orchestra voices, strings, brass, wood, and vocal. And what you can do, if you press in one of these buttons, you can select one of the other voices. So at the minute, it's got original voice on that one. I don't know if you can see that too well. Cosmic one on combination. Let's just see what that sounds like. It has been a long time since I last played this, by the way. Not that great. Okay. On the lower orchestra, again vocal 2 and vocal 1. And on the lead, it's got synth string. What's synth string? And unfortunately, that's what I'm limited to. So basically, if I decide I'm going to play this, pretty much the best noise I'm ever going to get out of it, let's make sure I've got this all set up right, it's probably going to be excuse the bum note at the end. Probably going to be that, which is piano and strings. Now there are some memories stored here, so it goes from 1 all the way up to 16, so there may be some other voices stored in those, but basically once I've used them I've lost them. Now what I used to be able to do was set up a song that would, when I play it, using the pedal on the volume, I could kick it across, but it kicks across 3 at the minute, but it's supposed to only kick across 1 when you tap it. So it's back to 1, should be 2, but it's gone to 3, should be 4, it's gone to 5, it's actually gone to 6 that time, and it just keeps doing that. So it basically means I'm very limited as to what I can actually set up, what I can do, all those sort of things. To be fair, I've not played it for a very long time, so it's my own fault it's broken. And nobody else's. I'm not going to complain about it. I may well be trying to do something about that, but not in the near future. I will possibly try and get a tune played for you once I've got a better camera to do it with. Just to demonstrate what I can do. I'm going to try and get a bit better first, because as I say, coordination is not quite there at the minute. That's what you get for not playing for 15 years. But yeah, that's my organ. That's where that's at. Yeah, that's something you might not have known about me.